Okay, so we're back to the keys here now. And if you notice, all the keys are numbered in this area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so on. Which is great, because what we do is these just come straight up and out. Okay? That's the felt bushing for the rail pin, center or balance rail pin, which is right there. You can see it right here. And then this is the front rail pin. So I'm going to pull all these out, and there's dust all over the top there. You can kind of see it's a real treat there. It's kind of a mess. But at any rate, we'll get that all cleaned up. And what I'm going to use is the shop vac again outside in the garage here and just blow these off. So I'm going to take a set of them out and we're going to blow them off. Alright, so here we are again. First 26 keys, and we're going to blow all the dust off of them now. Alright, here we go. Okay, so essentially I've done all the keys, blown them all out with the shop vac out in the garage. I just use little cardboard pieces just to lay them on so I can keep them in groups. But anyways, so that's what's been done there. So those are ready to go. Now we got to get back to the inside of the piano. And as you can see, there's a good amount of dust. I'm going to vacuum it out. I'm not going to blow it in here because it's inside the house, but I'm going to vacuum it out, and we'll see. I'll see how this goes. And I'm going to be very careful not to vacuum in those little round felt pieces, or on the front rail, or for the keys, or these balance rail or center rail felt pieces either. I don't want to vacuum those in, but I'm going to try to do a decent job here cleaning all this out from 20 some odd years. It actually doesn't look as bad as I thought. Noticed a few Christmas tree needles down here. A few, not many, but I don't know. Maybe it's part of the squeak issue. Anyways, do this and get back. Okay, so let's get in there and start vacuuming. I'm using a soft brush attachment, and just the house vac here, and we're just going to go through very carefully, and I'm going to try to make sure I keep my fingers down on the felt so I don't suck any in. Okay, now I take a closer look again. Actually, it looks a lot better. Not a whole lot of foreign matter in there, but some. So, now it's time to get the keys back in. And we'll vacuum up the lower part too a little bit. One thing you want to look at, here's the pedal. you know, comes up from the bottom. This one I got to make sure goes in correctly, and it affects the dampers. And then this one down here, it's got a nice little block that helps guide it in the right spot, and it just pushes right up against a lifter in the action assembly. So anyways, and that'll be the next thing, so I'll start getting. Okay, so here we are. I'm going to start putting the keys back in. I'm going to start with 88, which is the last one here, and drop it in, and just start working my way down. And I am not going to go through each and every one here, but just show you how a few of these go back in. And there we go. And okay, so at this stage I've got most of the keys back. I've still got one more sort of grouping here. I'm going to start getting these in. And almost done getting them all back in. So again, bear with me, and then I'll go back in and show you how the action goes back in. And we're down to key number 25 here, so we're getting there. And they're all kind of going back in nicely. I rocked the upper keys again to see if they were squeaking at all. I didn't hear anything, so I don't know. Maybe we got the fix in by getting rid of a lot of the dust and the particulate matter and whatnot. So, anyways, I'll resume when I try to get the action back in. Well, I got all the keys back in the right order. That's a good sign. And again, I think with a little bit of luck here, we'll be all right getting the action back in. But before I do that, I'm going to vacuum the bottom area of the piano. All right. Next step is to get the action in. Alright, so here we go, putting the damper back in, or the action back in. I'm hoping that a little bit of work there on the spring or the damper spoon, or a little more tension and tightening down some of the whipping screws and bending that rod slightly off of the whipping for the damper, just slightly. It's only one that didn't clear, so maybe that was it, I don't know. But we're going to carefully, very, very carefully put this back in. And not catch these 4 bolts. Okay, very careful of the bolts. And I'm looking for the posts to land these on. And I think I'm on them. Okay, there we go. Clear those. I got the rod. Okay, the rod dropped. It'll be alright. I can work that afterwards from the bottom. But make sure I don't catch. There, I got that one. Clear there. And I think on there, and I'm on there. So time to get these locked into place, I believe. That rod's okay. Let's see if I can get this one put back in as well. Okay, looks like things are okay here. Whew. Double check the seating. These two, that's looking good. This one's looking good. This one popped on me, so let's see if I can get this rod pedal back to where the heck it's supposed to be. And that's got to be here in this hole. There we go. And it's got to go in this hole down here. Alright. Good. So, okay, so let's see if this works. Yeah, that's working fine. So that rod's in. That rod's in. And everything else is okay. So, let's get the knobs back on. These can be snugged up. Not over tight, but snug, I think. Okay, now, the test on this one. No rattle. Alright, one down. Let's see if I can get the other one. No squeak. I think both those problems are gone, and along with this guy, which is the really annoying one. So I think it was either that loose spring, or potentially the rubbing up against the whipping, or potentially the maybe a little bit of looseness in the whipping screw. I don't know, but it's much better. So I'm going to declare victory here, and let's get the rest of it sort of put back together in reverse order, I guess. And I'll tune that in as soon as I dust off the other parts of the cabinet.